That sound is the last thing you remember hearing before all the glass shattered, before you heard the sirens from afar, and before you heard the cries of help from you and others. That sound that alerted you made you less alert, and that is what caused all of this. The sound that alluded that someone else behind a screen was more important than yourself when you were driving. Texting and driving can take away everything from a person, and yet people continue to mindlessly multitask every single day. People should take action to prevent texting and driving because it is dangerous, distracting, and it sets a bad example for others. Now you may say to yourself, it's just one text. What harm could I do? Well, that one text can actually be very dangerous. For instance, you could be a victim of a car wreck. In an internet article entitled Texting and Driving Facts and Statistics by TeenSafe, published February 19th, 2019, stated that the Department of Transportation said cell phones are involved in more than 1.6 million car crashes each year. These car crashes cause 500,000 injuries and over 6,000 deaths every year. The same article stated that 11 teenagers die every day due to car crashes involving texting and driving. Not only can you hurt yourself when you text and drive, but you can hurt others too. The risk when you text and drive of hurting others is high. And TeenSafe stated that 2.35 million people in the United States are injured or disabled in car accidents involving texting and driving. And over 330,000 crashes have involved critical injuries every year. It's simple. If you text and drive, then you will become a distracted driver. Imagine this. You're in the front seat driving, your mom's in the passenger seat yelling directions at you, and your two siblings are in the back seat yelling at each other. The music is on full blast, and you're driving at night with no headlights. This is how distracted you can become whenever you text and drive. You may just not know it. When you text and drive, you have to reply to someone or answer a call. And many times you can embarrass yourself when you do this because autocorrect is a thing. And if you answer a call, you may seem like you're mumbling or fumbling around. It is also very hard to multitask. No person can do two things at once safely. TeenSafe says that it takes an average of 5 seconds to reply to a text message, but it only takes 3 seconds to be in a car crash. Your eyes are not on the road when you text and drive. According to an internet article entitled The Real Reason You Shouldn't Text While Driving by Elaine Halsworth, published April 4th, 2018, said that more than 90% of car crashes are the driver's fault. Your attention becomes divided when you are texting and driving, and you can't give 100% to either one of these two things. So if you don't, you will be hurt in the process. Your driving can also be impaired whenever you text and drive because it may seem like you are an intoxicated driver or driving under the influence because your eyes are not on the road. Using your phone while you're driving does not make you a skilled multitasker, but rather a person who does not care about other people. There is always going to be someone who is watching you. When you text and drive, it sets a bad example for everyone around you. For instance, if you have a child in the car, they will copy what you see because children like to copy what they see. Like they say, monkey see, monkey do. And if they grow up seeing that you text and drive, it's more likely they will text and drive whenever they are able to. Teens may also think it's okay to text and drive if they see their parents doing it or anyone else. And as a learning driver, it doesn't make it right because they may not know right from wrong when they're driving. Passengers may also feel very unsafe when you text and drive. Personally, I do not like it when my friends text and drive because it scares me. You can also get a ticket when you text and drive because, according to an internet article entitled Tackling Texting While Driving, the decision to reach for that phone can be impulsive by the University of Pennsylvania, published August 8, 2019, says that it is illegal to text and drive in 49 states. And who wants to pay for a ticket that could have been avoided altogether? This ticket will also have to be paid in full, and you will not be able to get out of it. And it'll most likely go on your driver's record. So, texting and driving is not an action you want to partake in. Texting and driving is serious, and it is dangerous, distracting, and it sets a bad example for others. We need to come together and resist the urge to text and drive. The next time you pull out your phone in the car, think to yourself, is it really worth it? Texting and driving does not make you cool, it makes you impulsive. And together, we can change our impulsive behavior and put a stop to texting and driving. Remember, don't text and drive, and you'll survive.